All right, good morning. We have some really great news to share with all of you today. Before we have our big announcement, there's a number of people here like to thank. First, I'd like to thank and acknowledge our zoo superintendent, Steve Lacey, who's joining me up here, and he's going to offer some remarks in just a moment. We have our zoo veterinarian, Dr. Christopher McKinney. Thank you, Dr. McKinney, for your work. We also have the entire animal care team who's joining us, and I want to thank them for their exceptional care that they provide to the zoo's animals, both large and small. You guys are doing a fantastic job across the zoo. We're very proud of you in the care and the work that you do for our animals. So thank you for your work, and thanks for joining us here today. I also want to acknowledge David Hamilton, the general curator of the zoo. There you are, David. Thank you. And I also want to acknowledge the Seneca Park Zoo Society, Pamela Reed Sanchez, and all of the members of the team from the society for the work that they do here as well. So here's the big announcement. Today we are here to welcome the newest addition to the Seneca Park Zoo family. His name is JD. He's a 2-year-old male Masai giraffe. JD arrived here on Wednesday, and he joins us from the Wild Safari Park in Columbus, Ohio. His journey here was guided by recommendations from the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. All breeding and transfer planning in AZA-accredited zoos, like the Seneca Park Zoo, are guided by a species survival plan, which is a program designed to increase the genetic diversity of endangered species in professional care. With JD's arrival, we continue to celebrate the incredible diversity of wildlife on our planet and reaffirm the Seneca Park Zoo's commitment to conservation and education. Masai giraffes like JD, Iggy, Capenzi, and Olmsted are endangered. Their habitats are under threat, and their populations in the wild are decreasing. By supporting and visiting AZA-accredited zoos like the Seneca Park Zoo, we contribute to the preservation of these giraffes and other endangered species, the advancement of scientific knowledge, and the education of future generations. Zoos like this one are living classrooms. They offer all of us unique opportunity to connect with the natural world. A group of giraffes is called a tower. I just learned that today. A group of giraffes is called a tower. And we have some tragedy within our giraffe tower over the past year. We lost Parker back in February, and we learned about Capenzi's cancer diagnosis this past August. I'd like to tell you, Capenzi, she's doing well. She's eating well, and she's looking strong, which is good news. Superintendent Lacey can speak more about that in a few minutes. Iggy, she's pregnant, and she's due a little later this month, so we'll be welcoming yet another calf in the coming weeks. So again, Capenzi's doing well. Iggy is pregnant. We'll hopefully be welcoming another calf into the tower in just a few weeks. And little Olmi, he was not so little anymore. He continues to thrive. He's getting bigger. If you haven't been here in a while, you might not even recognize Olmi because he's so big, and he's about the same size as JD, his new brother, who just arrived from Ohio. So we've had the animals of the Savannah barn closed since JD arrived. So if you've been visiting the zoo over the last few days, you've noticed that it's been closed. And we may have to continue to keep it closed for a couple days while he's still getting used to his new surroundings and to his companions. But people will be able to see JD out in the Savannah yard. So far, it looks like JD is getting along great with the other giraffes, and he's met with the zebras. And if you actually come and visit the zoo today and this weekend over the next few days, you'll see JD out. He's out right now. He's out playing. He's with the zebras out there as well. So all the animals are back together again, and things seem to be going really well with his introduction to the tower. So we encourage all our families to come out this holiday weekend. The weather should clear up here, I think, tomorrow and Monday, so it'll be really great days to come out and visit the new member of our family here. So I hope the whole community will offer JD a hearty welcome, and I know we all look forward to watching him continue to grow and thrive in his new home. So with that, I'd like to introduce the zoo superintendent, Steve Lacey.
Thank you, County Executive Bello. Yes, we are so excited to be celebrating the arrival of JD. He's a wonderful addition to our collection here at Seneca Park Zoo. Since we opened the Animals of the Savannah expansion, giraffes have been a favorite species for our zoo guests. And I'm often asked, what is a giraffe like? And I have a favorite reply. I say, giraffes can grow 18 feet. Ours only have 4. But seriously, giraffes are gentle, powerful, graceful, and purple. If you haven't seen their tongues, you might not know that. But if you swing by Seneca Park Zoo and participate in the giraffe feedings, you'll see it firsthand. It's something you'll never forget. JD and the other giraffes at Seneca Park Zoo are here for a reason. They are ambassadors, and as County Executive said, they are teachers in our living classroom. They inspire our guests to care about what's going on in the world around them, both here in Monroe County and in the savannas of Africa. JD, Olmsted, Iggy, and Kapinzi gracefully represent a population of giraffes in Africa that's in dire need of help, the Masai giraffe. As the county executive mentioned, the IUCN lists the Masai giraffe as endangered, with their numbers decreasing. There are fewer than 35,000 of these giraffe left in the world, and that's down by about half from 10 years ago. By being such great ambassadors for their African-born relatives, JD and the Tower of Giraffes here at Seneca Park Zoo help to tell the story of giraffes in Africa and help make a difference. Here at Seneca Park Zoo, we partner with the AZA Saving Animals from Extinction Giraffe Program, as well as the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, both organizations that put conservation in the front and help giraffes in Africa. With that, I would be remiss too to not thank all of the team here, the animal care team, the animal health team, and the facilities team. They have all done a wonderful job in helping to make sure that JD got here safely and is going to thrive in his time here at the zoo. That's what I have. We have time for some questions.
Tell us a little bit about the journey, where you came from, how you got here, how you
Yep.
chose maybe.
Sure. So as the county executive mentioned, we're a member of the AZA, and as part of that, we participate in the species survival program. What that means is every zoo with giraffes tracks genetically where their animals are from, and then they go the next step and say where animals should probably go for breeding reasons. Seneca Park Zoo was selected for a home for JD based on his genetics. He came to us from the wilds. Zoo in Columbus, Ohio. They're associated with the Columbus Zoo. So the trip wasn't super long. It was about 6.5, 7 hours. And he came to us on the road. There was a big, giant trailer that he loaded right into, made the trip up here. After a couple of stops, we make sure that we stop from time to time to make sure that his welfare is in good shape. But he made it up here very, very quickly, very, very stress-free, and loaded right into our barn and took to the other giraffes better than we all thought it would happen. Any other questions? He's 2 years old. 2 years old. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Very good. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys. Hey, nice job. Congratulations. You didn't do a bad dad joke.